Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I just wanted to talk a bit about photography awards. Do they mean anything at all? Should you enter your work in to be judged? This has been something that's been on my mind as I've been shortlisted for the British Photography Awards. Obviously I'm really happy about this. I'm up for 3 awards under the categories fine art, wedding and documentary. So I'm going to show you those 3 images now. The first one that's under fine art is a time traveller image called Lost, which you've probably seen before. But this image has meant more and more to me as time's gone on. Time travel is something that I've always been obsessed with. Not in a good way sometimes, but I look back at times in my life and I can get lost there. In a way, our memories can be like time travel. The frustrating thing is that we can't change anything while we're there. We can't change decisions that were made or warn somebody about something bad that's going to happen. You can use your memory to exist in the past and feel the emotions from that time, almost kind of getting lost in nostalgia. But existing there too much, you can get stuck. You never move on and live for now. But look, don't let me push my interpretation of this image onto you. I think art should be created and put out there for others to enjoy and create their own meaning. But how amazing is it that a still image can evolve months or even years after it was captured? Isn't photography just incredible like that? The second image that's up for a win under the wedding category, and it's another photograph that I really love. It's just simply called Bridesmaid in the Barn, and I love the minimalistic nature of this image. And I'd love this one to win too, even just to show wedding photography in a slightly different way. Wedding photography, it can be a bit boring sometimes. If you do an image search of wedding photography online, you'll find lots of images so similar to each other that it's no wonder wedding photographers are seen as lower down the chain than other types of photographers. But weddings, they are a massive opportunity for photographers to show their creativity. There's a captive audience of lots of different people there at every wedding, and they all expect their photographs to be taken. It's very different from the worry when doing street photography, but it can be totally creative just as much. The third image, which is up for a win, is under documentary, and I really hope that this one wins for a whole bunch of other reasons. This one is called The Cruel Joke. Now, my father was suffering from Alzheimer's for a while. However, during a bad spell, COVID hit the UK, and then this was around the same time that he was being admitted to a care home. My mother is also in her 80s, and although she wanted to look after him, that just wasn't going to happen. Unfortunately, when COVID hit, the measures that the government put in place, they prevented contact with my dad. Now, for someone in that stage of this disease to not have that contact with the familiar, it was just permanently damaging. In this image, we were finally allowed to visit, although through a window. Now, imagine what my dad was thinking. There was no way that he could ever understand what was going on there. That, coupled with the fact that he struggles with his eyesight. In fact, he thought that whole thing was just a joke that was being played on him. The COVID tests, he thought they were a form of torture. And it's totally understandable. This reunion that I've captured between him and my mother, it's not a happy image, I don't think. You can see the confusion on his face, and my mother reaching to be with him through the glass. Documentary photography, it is just that. It's a visual document of a moment in time. Those moments are real. A lot of the time, not positive, but documentary photography is necessary. I really do hope this one wins. It was my dad that introduced me to photography. It was his cameras that I used. At the same time, it was his advice to not be a photographer and get a proper job. But I want to win this award for him. I know how proud he'd be of me, and that any of this is only happening because of his existence and his influence on me. Now, does any of this even matter? Do awards matter? Well, if I don't win, then no, they don't. But if I do win, they do. No, I think it does matter. And I encourage anyone that takes my online workshops to enter their best photographs into competitions. It's just making sure that it's the right competitions, because there's usually a cost, although small, to enter competitions. Now, Leica have a free to enter gallery that only the best Leica images are admitted, with the ultimate being crowned the elusive Leica Master Shot Award. Now, I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to show you some images. These are photographs by a lovely lady that's taken my latest workshops. I think they're wonderful. I would give her an award for these right now. In fact, I did encourage her and showed her how to submit one of the images to LFI, and Leica put it in their portrait gallery. Now, that boost that this gave her was wonderful to see. You see, sometimes we love images that we take, but we just doubt ourselves and have a lack of confidence. Having that confirmation by either winning an award or being featured is so helpful in pushing us on to be even better. Even if you don't win, it gives another goal and gets you out shooting. The one thing that I have made sure to do with these workshops is keep them tailored to each person. This lady that took those photographs has decided to continue on with me for a while, and I'll eat my hat if she doesn't get a Master Shot Award before we're done. I'll just love doing those workshops. Give me a shout if you want booked in for one of the online workshops. I've got loads of spaces available. I've also still got spaces left on my London and Liverpool workshops in November and December. Details are on my website for those, which is just paulreedphotography.com, and you can contact me on there. Oh, and hey, feel free to go over to the British Photography Awards website and vote for my photos. And look, if they don't win, it's fine. It's not like I've started preparing my acceptance speech or anything.